So in this video, I am going down a path that is probably going to allow people to give me a lot of stick. Having said that, it has to be done. Yes, it has to be done, my people. So tomorrow, the West Indies take on England in the first of 5 T20 games. And I have actually put together my playing 11 that I would use based on how this squad is looking. Now, bear in mind, I don't know any of these players personally. I have no connection to CWI. I have no connection to the players that are in the team here or in the squad. So I know nothing about them. I am just a regular watcher of West Indies cricket, and I am just giving my opinion. And one thing I always do is to make sure that my comment section is open so people can disagree with my playing 11 and in the same breath give their playing 11. Having said that, let us dive down into this. So just to remind you quickly, this is what the West Indies squad is looking like that will be taking on England. So the squad: Captain Ravman Powell, Vice Captain Shea Hope. They have Raston Chase, Matthew Ford, Shemran Hetmeyer, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Kyle Mayers, Gudikesh Moti, Nicholas Pooran, Andre Russell, Sheffield Rutherford, and Romario Shepherd. So those are the players that are there to take part in the T20 series. Now, for the opening spot, I am going with two players here, Brandon King and Kyle Mayers. Right, they are the openers that are in the squad. We don't have anybody else. We have people that we can probably turn them into makeshift openers. But seeing that we're going into the T20 World Cup next year, and we would have decided to select these two guys for this tour against England, I am thinking to myself that, you know, they are still in favor of what the selectors are doing. They are still in favor, you know, and that is why they would have selected them to play against a strong England squad. So I am going with the two guys in the squad that are there as openers. So Kyle Mayers and Brandon King I am going with. At number 3, that's going to be the new vice captain in Shea Hope. Shea Hope gets in this team. His form has been really good in white ball cricket. You know, he has done well for himself and where T20 cricket is concerned, and we know his prowess in the ODI format. So white ball cricket, you know, Shea Hope is good. We might be seeing him pretty soon in the test team again, but he's going in. He's expected to bat the bulk of the spin. So hopefully going in at number 3, he will be batting for us up until round about over number 12, 13 thereabout, and going at a good little strike, at a good strike rate. You understand? So Shea Hope is there. Nicholas Pooran, another player, he will be coming in at number 4. Another player that is very vital to the way we play. You know, if it is the case that we lose a couple of batsmen early in the power play, Nicholas Pooran is one of those guys that can come in. He can hit the ball. He can make use of the power play if he gets in early. And when it gets down to the middle overs, he knows how to rotate the strike, and he still can power the ball over the rope if you know, if he's still there and the field is now spread. So Nicholas Pooran at number 4 is there to play a pivotal role, especially facing the leg spin. You know, we would definitely want Nicholas Pooran batting some of those. And the captain will come in at number 5. The captain, Ravman Powell, no longer playing as an all-rounder. He's now a specialist batsman. Just lost his position in the ODI squad, and the vice captaincy was also taken away from him. So you can imagine that he will be looking to go all out in the T20 format of the game. You know, he usually does pretty well against England. So coming in at number 5, he will be looking to spend some time with Shea Hope or Pooran or one of them guys. You know, he's going to be looking to pour it around the place. But if, especially if Ahmed and Al Rashid are operating at the same time, you know, you're gonna expect Powell to be cautious, and that is why I was saying that, you know, people like Pooran and Hope and them guys are very, very important to the team. Shemran Hetmeyer comes in after the skipper. Hetmeyer goes without saying, very, very talented player. You know, a lot of us want to see him playing batting much higher, but I don't know my peeps. I think this is where he's going to be batting. You understand? 6. This is where he's going to be batting. We would have seen on a couple of occasions where he has gotten a chance to come in early just to play the role that he would have played if he's batting at number 3, 4, and you know, he still goes for the shots that, you know, would look like he's finishing a game in and is only 1 over remaining. But Hetmeyer is one of them players that will rotate the strike. He can power the ball over the boundary when the field is spread, and he's also there to help us if we run into any trouble where the spinners are concerned. Hetmeyer is pretty good at batting spin, so you would expect him to bat a good amount at the middle to the low, middle to the latter overs, just to make sure the team isn't in too much of a spot of bother. Romario Shepherd is the next player. Romario Shepherd gets in as the main all-rounder in West Indies team right now. His prowess with the bat we would have witnessed just recently, and you know, his bowling is coming along, so he's definitely there. Andre Russell gets in. Controversial pick. One of those players that I was saying, listen, Andre Russell, last year when he was talking about the World Cup, I was like, listen, this is not how it works. I don't just pop up when it's World Cup time and I want to play a World Cup. No work like that. You know, I've always said that if a man is still in form playing franchise cricket, CPL cricket, and he, you know, gives him, you know, he says, listen, I am willing to play a series or two to basically get in favor of the selectors to get a spot on the World Cup team. I have no problem with that. Yeah, he is doing well on the franchise level. He did well for Trinidad and Tobago, Red Force Knight Riders in the CPL, and you know, he is here now. So once he's in the squad, T20 squad, I don't see the reason to keep him on the bench. So he's also there. And now is where the problem part comes in, my viewers and subscribers. Now is where the problem comes in. I am not too sure. Jason Holder, he plays very, very good cricket at Barbados, right? Well, in his backyard. You know, they are going to be there. So, you know, I want to have him there. But if I am playing Russell and Shepherd, those are 2 all-rounders already, and they are going to give us a couple of overs. But Jason Holder's bowling comes in so handy. The problem is that I want to have 2 spinners in the team, but none of the other guys that can give me no other spin, because let me just say, Hussein, I'm playing Hussein as my T20 spinner, but it would be nice to have Moti in there, so you have 2 spinners. Having said that, I am one of them that I don't really like playing the 2 similar spinners in a T20 game, you know. But so I am still stuck between, so it's gonna be between Holder and Moti, and I know one is a seamer, one is a spinner. So how can I be putting the 2 of them together? But it depends. I don't know. Probably I would go right down to the wire and say, depending on how the pitch is playing, I might play one and not play the other. You know, and just go with the 1 spinner. So I'm still thinking about that. And then, as I said, Hussein is is definitely in there, and then Alzari Joseph. So Alzari Joseph gets in as the enforcer, the man that is gonna bring a lot of heat. So just before you go, The 11, Kyle Mayers, Brandon King, Shea Hope, Puran, Powell, Hetmeyer, Shepard, Russell, Hola slash Moti, still pondering over it whether I go with the extra all-rounder, with the extra Seamer and play one spinner. Because having watched Moti recently, I find it difficult not to play him. And I still have Hussein as one of my top spinners in T20 cricket. You understand? I know that the work that Moti has done recently going to seem as if it overshadow what he has done, but I don't forget his work on the international scene. Even though the last couple of series, the last series we didn't really that he played, it wasn't really didn't really pick up a lot of wickets, even though it wasn't too expensive. And Alzari Joseph. So that is my playing 11 right now. This is bright and early Monday morning. The game is tomorrow, Tuesday. So between now and tomorrow, probably something will flash, a light bulb will go off, and I will say, okay, let me change this or change that. But for now, this is how I'm looking at it, and I am thinking this team would be strong enough on paper to do some work for us. Hopefully, they can take it off the paper and do the work on the field. Anyways, big up on yourself, stay safe. Let me know you're playing 11 in the comment. I know a lot of you are going to disagree with my playing 11, but when you disagree, make sure you put your playing 11 beside it so I can look at it and see if I could work with the one that you're going with. Big up on yourself.